So you want to own a group home. Are you planning for it? Well, let me just advise you on the 5 biggest mistakes that people make when they say they want to have a group home. So, first and foremost, like I said, planning. They don't plan. People just wake up one day and seem like and be like, I'm gonna start a group home. Or they might had a cousin or Craig and them said, hey, we should start a group home. And then they just start moving. You need to plan. I always tell people if you are not going to get business funding, then I wouldn't do a business plan. Some people you need to do a business plan, but me myself, I didn't do a business plan. I did a strategic plan. Okay? So you got to do some type of planning. You need to plan this thing out, how you're going to do it, what type of home you're going to do. You need to do some research. You need to do some market research to see if it's even a good deal, a good idea for you to do that type of group home in your area. So that's a big thing that people don't do. They don't plan. Then also too, they don't find out every regulation that is based on that type of home. Whatever type of home that you want to do, you need to know the regulations, the ins and outs of having that home. And people don't read the regulations. Some people buy policies from people and don't read them. You need to know what your policies say because that is how you're supposed to run your business. And so that's 2 mistakes that people make. The third mistake is that you don't train your staff. Just because your cousin Joe or your brother or your mom is going to work in your business does not mean that they do not need the correct training to deal with the type of clients that you're going to have. And so everybody needs to go through the correct training to fill whatever position that you're going to put them in. They need to be trained properly so they can know what they are doing when they're dealing with your client. Okay. All right. Another thing, let me go back because some people find homes in the wrong location. Some people get homes in locations that they're not supposed to do a group home. So you need to check zoning. You need to check zoning. You need to make sure you have the right permit or whatever you need in your area to have that group home. So the right location. And then number 5 is people don't financially plan for group homes. They start group homes and then they're like, oh shoot, well, I need to get this up and running quick because I don't have the money to sustain this. You need to, a part of planning, financial planning, that's a part of planning, but you need to have the finances that you need. Now, I always tell people have access to about $100,000 to get your group home up and running, to fund that group home until you get reimbursement. Or it may be different if you're doing unlicensed or if you're doing a home where the people are paying you, but you still need some money put up to sustain that house until you get clients. And so those are the 5 things that I have found in my experience that people make mistakes when they're trying to start their group home business. And so don't you be that person, okay? I have the 29-day accelerator program to get you going. The 29-day accelerator program is going to give you guidelines to assist you to get in the right mindset to own a group home. Okay? Because it's possible. I did it, and you can too. So Hey, those are the 5 mistakes. Just make sure you don't make them, okay? And while you at it, like I always say, be a blessing to someone else.